Hello and welcome to Pirate News. I'm Jason Maryeski.
And I'm Robert Ruszkoski. On today's broadcast, we'll be covering news from around the country and across campus.
We will also bring you the latest in Seton Hall sports and your 5-day weather forecast.
Today in Seton Hall, there will be a stress management workshop detailing how to relax your mind in times of great stress. The class will go through 3 ways to train your brain to manage anxiety and stress more effectively. This event will take place from 12:15 to 1:30 p.m. in the Walsh Library in Beck Rooms A and B. A light lunch will also be provided. For more information or with any questions, email hrtod@shu.edu.
Next Monday at 6:30 p.m., Cardinal Peter Turkson will give an opening address at a Just Peace Through Nonviolence conference. This talk will focus on the Pope's ambition for justice, peace, and human rights. This 2-day event will cover the current climate our society is in, with tensions rising globally, and teach the public how to spread peace. Maria Stefan of the U.S. Institute of Peace will deliver the keynote on October 1st. The event will take place in Bethany Hall.
Seton Hall University was named among the top 12% of colleges in America for the mid-career salary of its alumni, which surpassed $103,000. The research and ranking was compiled by PayScale Incorporated, the world's leading provider of on-demand compensation data and software. Seton Hall's ranking is especially impressive as only 8% of the graduates were from STEM fields, which typically command higher salaries. Other New Jersey schools which ranked higher than SHU, such as Stevens, NJIT, Princeton, have much higher proportions of STEM students.
This Friday is the deadline day when it comes to classes. It is the last day for December graduates to apply for a major or a minor. It is also the last day to request a course withdrawal without professor or dean approval. Finally, it is the deadline for pass, fail, and audit request. Make sure to follow these deadlines if you're thinking about switching up your schedule, and meet with your deans and professors to discuss your options.
Now I'll head over to Ashley Howard with your latest in Seton Hall sports. Ashley?
Thanks, Rob, and hello, Pirate sports fans. I'm Ashley Howard here with your Seton Hall sports update. The Seton Hall men's cross-country team competed in a Henry Mercer Invitational on Saturday, which was hosted by Monmouth University in Homedale, New Jersey. The Pirates were led by sophomores Cole Cretlow from Oakland, California, and Shearish Madagala from North Arlington, New Jersey. This is Cretlow's 3rd time in 4 meets that he has finished as one of the top 3 Pirate runners, and the first time this season he has led the squad. Madagala has set a record for himself, finishing with a time of 28:36, and overall he finished as one of the top 10 Pirates for the first time this season. You can catch the Pirates back at it on October 5th. Women's volleyball player junior Amanda Rockwall and senior Maggie Klevsbar both had impressive games despite their team falling to Wake Forest 3-1 on Saturday. Rockwall had 7 kills and 7 blocks. She was equally impressive on offense and defense with those 7 kills. She had no attack errors and a 412 attack percentage on defense. She told a career-high 7 blocks to go with 3 digs. Klevsbar held her 3rd double-double of the tournament and also registered a team's best 33 assists to go with the season-high 17 digs. She also had 3 blocks. Well, that is going to do it for your Seton Hall Sports Update. Once again, I'm Ashley Howard. Now back to Jason and Rob with your local news from around the tri-state area.
Thanks, Ashley. In local news, Governor Phil Murphy said that in Newark, 97% of water filters are working properly, and there is no more need for bottled water. The residents are safe to go back to using filters as preliminary testing has passed most of all of them. The city will continue to provide bottled water to residents until it launches a door-to-door campaign on filter installation. This comes after a crisis that had been developing for years about lead in the water. There was no comment on the 3%, but officials suspect that hot water made them useless.
Yesterday at 12 p.m., the authorities were able to rescue a pilot from a crashed plane just outside the Central Jersey Regional Airport. The pilot, who has not been identified, was trapped 70 feet in the air and tangled in trees above the Millstone River for several hours. Miraculously, the pilot was uninjured, and the authorities at this time are unsure where they were coming from.
The successful transplantation of a liver preserved by portable hypothermic machine perfusion, which is the first in the state of New Jersey, was announced by the Center for Advanced Liver Disease and Transplantation at University Hospital in Newark. This technology is designed to increase the time doctors have to analyze the health and performance of the liver before the transplant. The group leading the transplant is part of a few select hospitals selected to participate in the national clinical trials.
A New Jersey fisherman is donating their excess catches to local food banks. For decades, any extra fish has gone to waste, but now a new program has just been launched in New Jersey that will help hungry families in Monmouth and Ocean counties. The extra fish get handed to those that need it most, and the program hopes to expand not only through New Jersey, but one day across the world.
Now I'll send it over to Savannah Jankowski for your 5-day weather forecast. Savannah?
Thank you, Jason, and hello, Pirates. Savannah Jankowski here with your 5-day weather forecast for the South Orange area. Today is going to be a sunny one with a high of 79 and a low of 58. Tomorrow is the hottest day of the week as skies continue to be clear with a high of 84 and a low of 55. Friday, still no clouds, and the temperature is going to reach 75 and get down to 57. The hot weather will continue through the weekend as Saturday will be partly clear skies and get as hot as 83 degrees and as low as 64 degrees. Finally, Sunday, it will again be clear with a high of 80 and a low of 59. That's going to do it for your 5-day weather forecast. Once again, I'm Savannah Jankowski. Now back to Rob and Jason with the latest news from around the country.
Thanks, Savannah. In national news, Boris Johnson, who is the Prime Minister of the UK, has not ruled out military action against Iran for its role in the drone strikes against Saudi Arabian oil fields. Mike Pompeo, who is the U.S. Secretary of State, has also declared the strikes an act of war. Depending on whether tensions can be de-escalated is key to whether Britain gets involved further. They have said they will conduct military action if asked, but the main goal is to approach the situation diplomatically.
As of yesterday, Robert Hunter has passed away. Hunter is most notoriously known for his lyrics in The Grateful Dead. Hunter died in the presence of his loving wife Maureen at the age of 78, and his family has now released the cause of death. He was extremely proficient in a variety of instruments, such as guitar, violin, and many more. He never appeared on stage with the band, but he only wrote the majority of their lyrics. We'll update you as soon as we know more.
The qualifications for the Democratic debate in November have been released. Candidates will have to have 3% in at least 4 early state or national polls. They previously needed to hit 2%. And the number of donors a candidate needs jumps to 165,000, up from 130,000 in September and October. This will likely narrow the field as many candidates who missed September and October will not be able to find their way back onto the debate stage and will likely drop out.
On Monday, climate change activist Greta Thunberg spoke in front of the UN at the Climate Change Summit. This 16-year-old was very outspoken about the needs for sufficient action on a global scale, saying, quote, "You say you hear us and that you understand the urgency, but no matter how sad and angry I am, I do not want to believe that. Because if you really understood the situation and still kept on failing to act, then you would be evil, and I refuse to believe," quote. Thunberg also went on to question if cutting 50% of emissions in the next 10 years would be enough. And this concludes today's broadcast of Pirate News. Once again, I'm Robert Ruszkoski.
And I'm Jason Maryeski. Thanks for watching and have a great day.